Good morning, listeners, and welcome back to the Morning 4 podcast. It's Monday, September 16th, 2019, and I'm your host, Katie Parsons. Welcome back. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend, and I wanted to welcome you to a very special edition of the podcast. Today's episode is dedicated to my mom. It is her 66th birthday today, so everything about the podcast today is tailored to her and things she loves, and this is my long-distance birthday wish to her. She lives about 1,800 miles away from me, so hopefully she is listening and watching today and can feel all the love that I'm sending along, and hopefully all the good vibes you're sending to her on her birthday too. So with that, let's get started with
Number 1.
My mom loves theater. She loves being in plays, watching plays, writing them. When I was growing up, I used to love looking through her high school yearbook. I don't know if anyone else used to love to do that with their parents' yearbooks, but there were quite a few shots of her acting in school plays. She had this long black hair, she was really slender, and she had quite the stage presence even in those photos. And I loved hearing her tell me about all the behind the scenes things and her favorite live shows that she had been to see. I remember I got tickets to see the traveling Broadway show of Showboat when I was about 11 or 12, and we went to Chicago to see that, and that was amazing. And of course, I wanted to go back to the theater and see those live shows every weekend after that. She was also the one who noticed that I had a love for theater at a pretty young age. She did her best to get me enrolled in all things singing, acting, dancing. And I remember specifically going from 9th grade to 10th grade, and I was switching schools, and my mom called ahead to find out if there was a chorus that I could audition for. So before I was even a student there, I was auditioning along with future classmates, and I made it into the group where I spent 3 awesome years singing show tunes with many folks who are still my friends today. And on her most recent visit down here to Florida, my mom, my husband, and I were discussing the themes of the musical Rent. And my mom was speaking about it with such passion, such clarity about the themes in there, and it just really warmed my heart. I guess once you're a theater head, you're always a theater head. So thanks, Mom, for the inspiration.
Number 2.
Another thing I learned looking through those high school yearbooks was that my mom was an excellent writer, and still is. She was the editor of her high school newspaper, and she wrote for the newspaper at Indiana University in Bloomington when she attended there. As a kid, she wrote plays for my school and church, and then as a grandmother, she started writing in journals for each of her grandkids. She still has those, keeps them up when she can, and I look forward to rereading those and my kids seeing them when they are a little older. So thanks once again, Mom, for the inspiration.
Number 3.
So another fun fact about my mom is that she is not much of a drinker. Sorry, Mom, but you are a lightweight. On the very rare occasion that I saw her with a drink in hand when I was growing up, it only took about a half glass before she was done, sitting down, acting pretty happy, but definitely met her limit. On New Year's Eve, she'd always attempt a glass of champagne at home. She'd get about 1/3 through it before she was asleep on the couch. I bring this up just to tease her a little. It's probably a good thing that she didn't drink a lot or that she really couldn't. She sure is fun after a half glass of just about anything, though. So cheers to you, Mom.
Number 4.
So today's affirmation is in honor of my mom and all of those people who have influenced our lives along the way for the better. So before we say it, I want you to take a moment and think of who that person might be for you. Who has helped make your life what it is today? You have somebody in mind? Now, with that person in mind, repeat after me. No person is an island. Today, I pay forward the good energy I've received. So please pay all that good energy forward. Oh, and before we go, Mom, some people else would like to send some birthday greetings to you, and here it is.
Happy birthday, Grandma!
I hope that you all have a wonderful Monday, and I will see you back here again tomorrow morning. Happy birthday, Mom.